Hi, hello, welcome back to Pretty Physics classes. How you all are? I hope you all are fine, happy, healthy. So today we'll start with the force and laws of motion next part. So till now what we completed, children? We completed Newton's first law, that was also known as the law of inertia. We studied about the momentum, inertia and force. Basic things we studied, okay? So today we'll start with the Newton's second law of motion. So what Newton's second law of motion, or what Newton suggested by the second law of motion? See, he said when we are applying force on any object, that force will be directly proportional to the rate of change of momentum. Okay, see, so for some time I'm writing this side, okay? Force directly proportional to rate of change of momentum. Okay, this thing I will tell you how it comes. See, force is directly proportional to rate of change of momentum. Momentum तुम सबने पढ़ा है ना? What was momentum? Product of mass and velocity of the object. Momentum depend on the mass as well as on the velocity. So here, according to the Newton's second law, the force that we are applying on any object, it is directly proportional to the rate. Rate means होता है with respect to time. With respect to time. It is directly proportional to the rate of change of momentum. It means momentum is changing with respect to time. Rate means with respect to time. So according to Newton's, that force that we are applying, it is directly proportional to the rate of change of momentum. It means change in momentum with respect to time. Now you all know what do you mean by the momentum, mass into velocity. I am erasing this just to write it like this. Okay, this thing I will write again. Firstly, Newton's second law. See, so F directly proportional to D. P के प्लेस पे क्या लिख सकते हैं? मास इंटू वेलोसिटी, मोमेंटम. बट हियर आई एम राइटिंग अबाउट द चेंज इन मोमेंटम. सो चेंज इन मोमेंटम मीन्स व्हाट? फॉर एग्जांपल, फर्स्टली ऑब्जेक्ट वाज हियर, सो मास m, इनिशियल वेलोसिटी फॉर एग्जांपल u. सो इनिशियल मोमेंटम कितना होगा? मास इंटू इनिशियल वेलोसिटी. आफ्टर सम टाइम ऑब्जेक्ट इज हियर, सो मास तो रिमेन सेम बट वेलोसिटी इज चेंजिंग v. सो नाउ मोमेंटम इज mv. So this is p1, this is p2. Here is what? There is change in the momentum. Firstly it was mu, then it is mv. So change in momentum. So can I write it like this? dp, p2 minus p1. And initially, for example, time was 0. Then at this point time t is equal to t. So change in time t minus 0. So what I am writing? p2 minus p1 divided by t. Okay, according to Newton's second law. Now I am deriving this thing. So p2 is what? mv. p1 is what? mu. Write the values. mv minus mu. Mu will take common. It will be like this. Okay. And what is this? v minus u divided by t. Remember? Acceleration. So force is directly proportional to m into a. Then Newton's remove this proportionality sign. If we will remove this proportionality sign, there will be constant. Constant we are taking 1. So force is equal to mass into acceleration. This formula derived from the Newton's second law of motion. According to Newton's second law, whenever we are applying force on any object, that force will directly proportional to the rate of change of momentum. Now momentum में change means अब mass में तो change होगा नहीं किसी body में. Okay, so what will change? Velocity only change. So if I am saying कि जब हमने initially start किया, so for example velocity was u, so initial momentum is mu, final velocity is v, final momentum is mv. So change कितना हुआ? p2 minus p1. टाइम में कितना चेंज हुआ? t minus 0. So write down the values mv minus u by t. Now v minus u by t is what? Acceleration. So f directly proportional to ma. And whenever we will remove this directly proportional into equal ना, जब भी हम directly को convert करके equal लिखते हैं, so there is always one constant. And here I am taking that constant is equal to 1. So formula will be what? Force is equal to mass into acceleration. So according to Newton's second law, force is product of mass and acceleration of the object. Okay, so this was the Newton's second law. And actually Newton's second law is also known as the real law of motion. Why? Because it contains the first law and it also contains the third law. That I will tell you later, that how it contains first and third law. Now come to the Newton third law. Okay, what do you mean by Newton third law? And we will do some numericals also after this. So Newton's third law is very famous and everyone of knows. I hope that you all know Newton's third law. Every action in nature has equal and opposite reaction. Every action has equal and opposite reaction on different bodies. Remember this thing. See, here is A and here is B. So when A is applying force on B, so what is that? Force on B due to A. And when B is applying force on A, so force on A due to B. So according to Newton's third law, force on A due to B is equal and opposite of force on B due to A. Why I am applying this vector sign? Because force is a vector quantity. Force का क्या फॉर्मूला हुआ? मास इंटू एक्सेलरेशन. मास क्या होता है? स्केलर. एक्सेलरेशन क्या होता है? वेक्टर. एंड व्हेनेवर स्केलर मल्टीप्लाई विद द वेक्टर, इट इज ऑलवेज अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी. सो फोर्स इज आल्सो अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी. सो व्हाट इज न्यूटन थर्ड लॉ? दैट एवरी एक्शन हैज इक्वल एंड ऑपोजिट रिएक्शन एंड दैट एक्शन एंड रिएक्शंस आर एक्टिंग ऑन द डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट्स, different bodies. So same thing here. This body is different and this body is different. For example, I am applying force on this wall. Okay. So when I am applying force on this wall is also applying force on me. So wall is a different object, I am a different object. Okay. So force on A due to B is equal and opposite to force on B due to A. This is Newton's third law. This law we will use for the conservation of momentum also. Okay. So this is the Newton's third law. So we studied all the three laws of Newton first law, Newton second law and then Newton third law. Now listen, why Newton's second law is known as the real law of motion? Because it consists Newton first law as well as Newton third law. See, what was the Newton second law? Force directly proportional to dp by dt and the final result was force is equal to mass into acceleration. Okay, this was the Newton second law. And second law. Now see, if I say if force is equal to 0, it means mass into acceleration is equal to 0. Now mass to 0 is not possible. So what happened? Acceleration is 0. Acceleration 0 का मतलब क्या है? v minus u divided by t is equal to 0. इसका मतलब change in velocity is constant. समझ रहे हो? It means acceleration 0 कब होगा? Time 0 नहीं हो रहा है. Acceleration 0 तब होगा जब v is equal to u. It means there is no change in the velocity. This statement means there is no change in the velocity. यहाँ पे velocity में कोई change नहीं हो रहा है. और इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? दिस इज न्यूटन फर्स्ट लॉ. whenever there is external force, then only there will be change in the state of any object. If it is at the rest, it will remain in the rest. If it is in motion, it will remain in the motion until and unless we will apply some external force. So same thing न्यूटन सेकंड लॉ से हमने प्रूव कर दिया कि अगर हमने एक्सटर्नल फोर्स को जीरो कर दिया, if we are saying F is equal to 0, it means mass into acceleration 0. Now mass to 0 not possible, so acceleration 0. It means क्या है कि v is equal to u. There is no change in the velocity. Final initial सब same आ रहा है. And this is only the first law कि जब तक आप बाहर से फोर्स नहीं लगाएंगे, जब तक बाहर से फोर्स 0 है, वेलोसिटी में कोई चेंज नहीं होगा. अगर वेलोसिटी 0 है तो 0 रहेगी, अगर वेलोसिटी 20 मीटर पर सेकंड है तो 20 मीटर पर सेकंड रहेगी. But there will be no change. So this is the first law that contained in like Newton's second law. Now how it suggests Newton's third law? Let's see. Now see, dp by dt and force is equal to mass into acceleration. Newton third law क्या बोलता है? Force on object A due to B is equal and opposite of force on B due to A. This is Newton third law. Now see बच्चा, when when we are applying, there are two bodies. one is here and one I myself. Okay, so A and B, when I am applying force on the second one, okay, so there is the change in momentum of that. Are you getting that? There is a change in momentum now because I am applying force on that. Same way when he is applying force on me, then again there is a change in momentum. So change in momentum with respect to time proportional किसके है? What is this? अगर मैं ये proportionality sign को हटा के equal रखती हूँ, so can I write F is equal to dp by dt, change in momentum. So when force A is applying on B, then also there is change in momentum. किसमें momentum में change होगा? B, force C. ओके, थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूज होने की जरूरत नहीं है. लिसन, देयर आर टू बॉडीज. मैं डायग्राम बना देती हूँ, ए एंड बी. ओके, नाउ आई एम सेइंग फोर्स ऑन ए ड्यू टू बी. ए के ऊपर फोर्स लगा रहे हैं बी की वजह से. ओके, सो मोमेंटम किस में चेंज होगा? डीपी ए बाय डीटी. हुआ या नहीं हुआ? टेल मी. ट्रू ना? व्हेन आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द बी, सो फोर्स ऑन बी ड्यू टू ए, सो मोमेंटम किस में चेंज हुआ? बी में. तो किसकी वजह से हुआ? ए की वजह से, ड्यू टू ए. यहां पे ड्यू टू बी. सो व्हाट इज दिस? चेंज इन द मोमेंटम ऑफ वन बॉडी ड्यू टू द another body. And when we will find out, when we will put it in this formula, force is equal to mass into acceleration. So what will be the result? Mass into acceleration of the another body. Same way, and when you will put them equal to, they will come same. dpa by dt is equal to minus dpp by dt. So there is, we can say that it consists Newton's third law also, equal and opposite reaction. So equal and opposite change in momentum with respect to time, and that's why it is real law. Okay, let's do some numericals on Newton's second law of motion, and then we'll get idea how to solve. See, we studied Newton's first law, second law and third law. Now we will solve some numericals, and in the next class we will start with the conservation of momentum. Okay, so see, for example, there is one question that we are applying a constant force on any object that mass is 5 kg, and what is the duration? Duration is, for example, 2 seconds. So if we increase the object's velocity from 3 meter to 7 meter, find the magnitude of the applied force. And if the force was applied for a duration of 5 seconds, so what will be the final velocity? Okay, firstly we will write, whenever we are solving the numericals, what we need to write? We need to write all the quantities that are given there. Okay, so here I am writing the quantities. I am seeing the question. So object of mass 5 kg, mass is given 5 kg, and then what else is given? Duration, time is given 2 seconds. Time is 2 seconds. Mass is this. Initial velocity 3, final velocity 7. Initial velocity u is equal to 3 meter per second, and final velocity v is equal to 7 meter per second. So firstly the question is asking the magnitude of the applied force. तो force निकालना है. Formula is what बच्चा? Formula is equal to force is equal to mass into acceleration. Now mass, acceleration is v minus u by t. Everything is given to us. Put down 5 into v7 minus u3 divided by 2. So what will be the answer? 4, 2, 2. It will be 10 Newton. What is the unit of force? Newton. So answer will be 10 Newton. Now the question, same question is saying, wait a second, same question is asking us that what will be the force if we increase the duration for 5 seconds. Then what will happen? Then what will be the final velocity? So we need to calculate the velocity if we are saying that we are increasing time 2 seconds to 5 seconds. Okay, so now we need to calculate final velocity. Time is 5 seconds. Again we know equation of motion, v minus u is equal to a t. Now we don't know a. What we will do? From this formula, a is equal to what? Force divided by mass. So can I write it like this? Force divided by mass. v तुम्हें निकालना है, u तुम्हें ऑलरेडी दिया है -3, फोर्स तुम्हें निकाला है 10, टाइम तुम्हें दिया है 5, मास तुम्हारे पास कितना था? 5. इट विल बी कैंसिल आउट. v is equal to 3 plus 10 and it will be 13 meter per second. So this will be your answer. So question was, what will be the final velocity? Final velocity is 13 meter per second. These kind of the question will come. For example, next question is there, which would require a greater force, acceleration, accelerating a 2 kg mass at 5 meter per second square or a 4 kg mass at 2 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. अब मुझे एक बात बताओ, तुम्हें मास भी दिया है, तुम्हें एक्सेलरेशन भी दिया है, और क्वेश्चन इज आस्किंग दैट फोर्स हमें कब ज्यादा लगाना पड़ेगा. वेरी सिंपल, जो दोनों केस है, दोनों केस के अंदर मास एंड एक्सेलरेशन को मल्टीप्लाई करो एंड यू विल गेट योर आंसर. ओके, सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल, क्योंकि फोर्स किस पे डिपेंड करता है, फोर्स डिपेंड ऑन दी मास एंड एक्सेलरेशन. वी नो फॉर्मूला इज मास इनटू एक्सेलरेशन. सो केस वन में जो क्वेश्चन में दिया है दैट इज 2 kg mass at 5 meter per second square. 2 kg mass, 5 meter. This is 5 meter per second square. So it will be 10 kg meter per second square. Sorry, we can write Newton. 10 Newton. Now the second case में कितना दिया हुआ है? That it is 5 meter and 4 kg. Yes. एक सेकेंड, सॉरी बच्चा, 2 kg एट 2 मीटर. सो सेकेंड केस है 2 kg एट 2 मीटर. सो 2 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. सो व्हाट विल बी द आंसर? आंसर विल बी 4 न्यूटन. आंसर विल बी 4 न्यूटन. When answer will be 4 Newton, so by these two laws you can tell simply, wait, there was some problem. Okay, see, so 2 into 2, so it will be 4 Newton. So one is 10 Newton, one is 4 Newton. So by seeing the two cases, which will be, more force will be in which case? It will be in the first case. So these kind of the simple question will come. Other questions are also there. So now what you do, you will try these kind of questions till here. Next class will be of numericals only. I will give more numericals and then we'll start with the conservation of momentum and all. Okay. So please study. Take care of yourself. Okay. Bye. Have a good day.